Hello everyone and welcome to our next in the line of the Student Social Network broadcast. My name's Danny, I'm your host for today, and joining me is Amber.
Hello.
And opposite us is Farah and Matt.
Hi.
Throughout the webinar you'll be able to contact us on any of the details that you'll see below. You can do it through Twitter at hhcssn, you can do it through Facebook, again hhcssn, or you can email hhc.ssn@hotwood.ac.uk. Okay, so we'll get on to the first note on the agenda, which is the Principal's Welcome. So Farah, do you want to tell us about Principal's Welcome?
Yes, this month on the 21st of October we had our very first Meet the Principal. This year we decided to do it a little differently and we held it in the social spaces. We had one meeting at the Middleton campus and one at Rochdale. It was an absolutely fantastic success. We didn't expect so many students to turn out, so we were really pleased. We had over 70 students at the Middleton campus and over 50 at the Rochdale campus. Derek introduced himself so people could know who he is when they see him around campus and say hello. And there were lots of really important issues raised at the Meet the Principal. It's just to let you know that all the issues that were raised were taken very seriously, and that there is a meeting going to be happening this month for us to sit down with Derek and sort out some solutions for some of these problems. But there are also some really positive things said about the college, and that was really nice. Matt, did you get any feedback from the students?
Speaking to students on when they were coming out of the principal's meeting, they were sort of saying it's great to see the senior management team actually come down and engage with the students, and they were all grateful that they can voice their opinions. I know they can come through us as staff and students, but going straight to the principal is what you really want at the end of the day and get what you want. So they really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm really pleased about that. And just a reminder, in December we will have our very first Meet the Principal, a Principal's Question Time. We'll remind you more about that on the next webcast, but again it's just your chance to come forward and ask senior management lots of different questions.
Okay, so next on the agenda is what's on, so it's what's been on since the last webcast and what's on up until the next one really. Amber, what's on?
Yeah, so as you all know, we're coming up to half term now. We've had a really busy first half term, and during that time myself and Farah have actually recruited our student leadership team, so congratulations to everybody who made it onto that. So next week during half term on the Friday we'll actually be holding training for the student leadership team. So we'll have a bit of training during the day, and then we're going to be doing team building exercises in the second half of the day so we can have the team meet each other, so we're really looking forward to that. That'll be great. And then when we come back from half term, myself and Farah will be attending our student rep meetings with our student reps and programme managers. So your student reps will be speaking to you in your tutorials, seeing if there's been any issues or if there's anything positive you want to say about your course. So they'll be gathering all those views, bringing them to the meeting, and we can have a chat about them with the programme managers. Before that though, we will be doing some training with the reps so they know how to gather the feedback, how to put their points across and sort of what they need to be doing in the meetings. So that will be a really good day as well. Again, it will only be for a morning, but we're really looking forward to that as well. We are looking to do One World Week. It'll be the 17th of November for the full week. So we'll be having a panel coming in which will consist of some people who come from Rochdale Council and some people who come from Greater Manchester Police. And we're looking at aiming this around sort of religions and beliefs and things like that. And we're particularly aiming it around extremism this year, as we know it's been in the news a lot. And we also want to sort of get rid of any sort of misconceptions, would we say, about beliefs about people's religion. So the student leadership team will be involved in that, and you'll get the opportunity to come and meet the people who will be sat on our panel, and they will answer any questions that you might have around those issues. Also after half term, Dungeons and Dragons enrichment will be starting back up again with Stacey Roberts. There will be posters around the college, so keep an eye out for those. You can come and see me and Farah if you would like to attend those enrichment sessions, or you can go straight to Stacey and put your name down with her as well. They will be running at Rochdale and Middleton campuses, so keep an eye out for our posters and you'll be able to see when the sessions will be running. Yeah,
Fantastic. Faz, Matt, you got anything to add?
No, just as Amber said, keep your eyes peeled. There's lots of activities happening. In particular, One World Week, it's going to be a real big campaign of hope, not hate, and just really getting people to be a little bit open-minded to issues that are going on and what their beliefs are. So there's some really, really good stuff coming up, so keep your eyes peeled.
And just remember, anyone can always get involved. You don't need to just sit there and watch. Get involved as much as you can.
Yeah, join the network. Are we doing anything over half term personally? Are we on holiday or anything?
No,
We all working.
Working hard,
Working.
yeah.
That's what
Grafters
we'll
we
do.
are.
Can't wait. So that's all we do. We'll be working. While you lot are off enjoying yourselves. Okay, doke. So next on the agenda we have UCAS week. So I'll pass this one over to Farah. You can tell us about UCAS.
Brilliant. So yes, we had our UCAS week. We had over 15 different universities attend both campuses on separate days. Throughout the day they held stalls, so anybody could go down and get information about, you know, what university you might like to go to, what different courses there are, information around finance. And throughout the day we did 5 different presentations. These presentations were things like student life, student finance, which is obviously very important, how to actually apply to uni, and the biggest one obviously personal statements, which is really important as we know the UCAS deadline is coming up. We had a great turnout at the presentations. Some were absolutely packed full up to the capacity of 100 students at the session, and the feedback from the lecturers that came and did the presentations were that the students were brilliant. They really got involved and asked some great questions. So hopefully, if you attended, you got some great information which has helped advise you on where you might like to go to university. If you didn't and you missed out, you can always contact myself or Amber and we can give you a little bit more information about the universities and how to contact them. But again, there are always posters up around, and on each campus there are people who deal directly with UCAS. So for the Middleton campus it's Viv Collinson, and for the Rochdale campus it's Chris Ashall. So if you do need further information you can go to reception and contact them. Matt, did you attend any of the sessions?
We went to Middleton and attended most of the sessions, and I found it really useful. In fact, it's been that useful for me that my UCAS is now submitted.
Fantastic.
So I'm hoping
Well done.
to get some offers soon. But I also managed to catch an interview with 2 students, and they just saying what they thought was good and bad about the UCAS week, and here it is. I'm here with Kira and Eden from Caterham, and I'm just going to ask them some questions on what they think of the college. Let's start with what was on last week. What did you think of UCAS week, girls?
I thought it was very beneficial if you're entering to university next year.
The PowerPoints were a little bit long, but the talks that the actual people from the universities gave were more interesting and more useful.
What about the stalls? Do you think there was enough? Do you think there was
There wasn't
not
really
enough?
much opportunity for universities to go to. There was hardly any, and they were all like different places.
So do you think that they need to get more universities from around the country, not just the northwest?
Yeah. Like the courses that they offered were all similar. Like there wasn't any different courses to choose from, apart from the basic ones that everybody goes to.
Okay, so next on the agenda, we're coming up to Bonfire Night, 5th of November, and I just want to pass over to Farah to give you some pointers on how you guys can stay safe.
So obviously Bonfire Night, a great time. We hope whatever you're going to be doing is going to be fantastic, whether you're going to see a bonfire or a family bonfire. Just a reminder, you know, stay safe, be sensible about it. Throwing a firework is a criminal offence, so we don't want to hear of any of our students up to that and throwing fireworks, or staff members. So it is really important that you stay safe, you know, enjoy it, have a good time, but just be a little bit sensible.
I just want to say to the students, just be aware, don't be vigilant with what you're doing, don't go and stand in front of a firework before it goes off. Just remember, if you've also got asthma or bronchitis, it can be really dangerous for you. Just stay safe.
Fantastic. Okay, so just before we move on, usually we'd have a questions and answer session here, but you guys need to be sending in the questions. Okay, so you can send in the questions on the discussion board below on our YouTube channel. You can tweet them in at hhcssn, you can email or you can text them hhcssn to the college text number, which is 07950 080 660. And what we'll do now is, instead of the Q&A, I'm going to show you a sort of a new thing that we've got coming out around campus called LayAR, which is augmented reality. So I touched on this in the last screencast, in the last webinar, broadcast, whatever we're calling it these days. And I want to show you how it works. So I'm going to run over to Farah, and she's going to hold this for me.
Your assistant for the day, Daniel.
My assistant for the day. Okay, so what you'll see is you'll start seeing posters around campus, and the posters will have this sort of logo on, which is a little mobile phone with the symbol AR inside it. And that means that you can download the app, LayAR, which is LayAR. And I'm going to show you how this works now. Okay, so you load up the app, put it in front of the poster, and you tap it to scan. And fingers crossed, There we go. You get some interactivity on that poster. So when you scan the poster, it'll ask you to show a little video. It'll say you can email, you can Facebook, you can tweet from the poster. So there's a lot of interactive hidden features on that poster. Okay, so if you see a poster like this, get your phone out, scan the image, and find out all the hidden interactive content. Okay, so I'll let you keep that one.
Great idea, this, absolutely fantastic. Just something a bit different. We know that sometimes it can be a little bit death by poster when you're walking around campus, so this gets you a little bit more involved. What do you think, Matt?
I like it, but we will keep reminding you that it is available, and you should use it as well, because it will be another way for you to stay involved and get more information that we won't give you.
Cool. Are you gonna use them?
Yeah, I'm going to download LayAR, I think. Yeah.
Fantastic. The good thing is as well that posters, they don't get changed as often as we'd like. And with the interactivity, we can change that interactivity daily if we want to. So do keep checking them. You might come to a point where you check the same poster and it's a different lot of content. So it's definitely worth doing. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of the broadcast now. I do have a few more notices which I've been asked to pass on to you from our security guards. One of them is along the lines of e-cigarettes. E-cigarettes shouldn't be used on buses or around campus unless in a designated smoking area. So please do show the bus drivers some respect, cooperate with our security guards, and use those e-cigarettes just in the designated smoking areas. And the second one is litter around campus. Okay, so when you get your crisps from the machine or your drinks, just make sure that you throw your litter away. If you do see anyone else's litter, please throw it away, help us out, cooperate with our cleaners, because they do work hard. They're here before you in the morning and they're here when you guys go home. So please just cooperate with us. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Hopefully you guys will subscribe and we can get some questions for next time.
Hope you all have a fantastic half term, whatever you're doing, enjoy yourselves. Think of us working hard on campus.
Yeah, on campus.
Yeah,
And remember, come on the south.
I was just going to say, we'll see you when you get back.
Go on, Matt, I'll let you
Come on.
shout.
We all
Go on.
got it. We all got it.
And don't forget,
Join the network.